We begin with the banking turmoil and new details about Silicon Valley Bank. ABC News obtaining new audio of then CEO Greg Becker downplaying financial risks just days before the bank collapse, the second biggest bank failure in U.S. history. Financial filings showing Becker sold $3.6 million in Silicon Valley Bank stock late last month. Sources confirming to ABC News that the Justice Department and the FBI are investigating the bank's collapse, allegedly focusing on possible insider trading. Public filings also showing that the executive chairman of First Republic Bank, Jim Herbert, sold more than $4 million in bank stock in January and February of this year. And reports tonight of a major financial merger overseas. UBS in talks to take over parts or all of Credit Suisse. Swiss authorities are working to broker a deal that could reportedly be finalized as soon as this weekend. It's part of an intense international effort to restore trust in the banking system. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze leading us off from the White House.
Tonight, amid a growing banking crisis, newly obtained audio by ABC News reveals the CEO of failed Silicon Valley Bank projecting confidence in the company's outlook just days before its dramatic collapse. At a conference on March 7th, Greg Becker downplaying financial risks.
If you think about the Fed, what they want to do is making sure they're kind of managing kind of all financial risk, right? And so much of that risk has gone outside of the banking sector.
But 3 days later, the bank collapsed, and government filings show Becker sold $3.6 million in Silicon Valley Bank stock back in February. His lawyer telling ABC News, "We believe Mr. Becker conducted himself appropriately at all times." Sources confirming to ABC News the Justice Department and FBI are investigating Silicon Valley Bank's collapse, with part of the FBI's early focus expected to be on any evidence of insider trading. Public filings also show Jim Herbert, the executive chairman of embattled regional bank First Republic, sold nearly $4.5 million in stock in January and February this year. President Biden is now pushing for executives of failed banks to face higher punishments, including clawbacks and fines.
We must get the full accounting of what happened and why those responsible can be held accountable.
And tonight, another struggling bank, Credit Suisse, is reportedly in talks to merge with UBS. The buyout would come after a $50 billion cash injection from Swiss authorities into Credit Suisse last week, as regulators in the U.S. race to contain fears of a global banking crisis.
Elizabeth Schulze joining us from the White House. And Elizabeth, back here in the U.S., as the focus intensifies on those banking executives, what is President Biden suggesting to hold them accountable?
The president says stock sales and bonuses should be a key target from regulators for any of those executives of failed banks if wrongdoing is found. The president is also calling on Congress to expand the authority of the FDIC to impose fines and to prevent those executives from working in the industry in the future. And tonight we are hearing from a spokesperson for Jim Herbert, the executive chairman of First Republic Bank, who says that those stock sales were part of estate planning and philanthropy.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.